You're early. You're early for class. That's great to see. First off, I want to welcome everybody to Backwoods University. We got another class today. I got to grab a couple things for the class. Today's class is going to be on lanterns and lights. In today's class, we're going to discuss several types of lanterns and lights for your camp. I'd like to start out with candle lanterns. They're a very simple means of lighting your camp. Historic in nature, and they give you some nice ambiance to your camp. One of the drawbacks, however, is they're not overly bright. This particular lantern that I'm showing here, I like it quite a bit because there's no glass in it. There's no glass for to break in this lantern. There's other options. Here's a couple of smaller lanterns that could be easily packed in your haversack or in your knapsack. The next type of lantern I'd like to go over with everybody is a non-pressurized lantern. This one here happens to be made by the Dietz company. And they've been around for a long time, but there's other companies that make them. They're a Lampwick lantern. There's no pressure. They're relatively safe. They can be run on either kerosene or some guys use lamp oil in them. There's not much that can go wrong with them. They're pretty simple, other than changing a wick once in a while or trimming a wick. They're relatively bulletproof. The drawback, again, with a non-pressurized lantern is the same with the candle lantern. They don't throw off a lot of light. They're a little brighter than just a plain candle, but not by much. But it's an option. Next, I'd like to talk about the classic pressurized lantern, the Coleman lantern that everybody thinks of when they think of camping. It can be run on either, some models run on white gas, Coleman fuel, other models run on propane cylinders. They'll both have their pluses and minuses to them. You can either purchase them as a single mantle or as a double mantle. I kind of like the single mantle. It's not quite as bright in camp, but it saves fuel. There is some maintenance to the gas models and a little bit to the propane, but mostly the gas. The fuel needs to be kept relatively fresh in them, and the generator and other parts need to be cleaned so they don't get gummed up. They're a reliable light source. They're a great choice for a camp. Replacement parts for the Colemans are very easy to get. Even some of the older models, you can still get the parts for them. The last category of lighting that I'd like to just briefly touch on is battery lights and lanterns. There's an amazing choices out there now. There's been a lot of improvements to battery lighting, and it's something to consider. Until next time, everybody, thanks for stopping by the university. Take care, and we'll see you next time.